to divulge this information. The chat log has not been revealed yet. This crack into a slight truth is the result of a man buckling under the pressure of not knowing what Chris knows, and it's all brought on by that small yet powerful silence. The normal flow of conversation would usually see someone responding instantly, so to have a small gap like this would lead one to believe that the other party is thinking intently about what has been said. Because Polito is not confident in his lie right now, he cracks and needs to give more information, showing what it is that concerns him, in a way that makes him feel like he looks honest, doing so before Hansen can question him.
And they can do it to you. I know I show myself to her on the internet.
What do you mean you showed yourself to her?
I mean, I show her my webcam.
Yes.
And that's the only reason, you know, because, I mean, people like that get scared, and I don't like that.
So I am confused. You showed her what on your webcam?
No, I just showed my webcam to her.
And what was on the webcam?
Me.
You doing what?
She's naked.
Naked.
To give her attention.
Quite the smooth operator he is, hey. It's amusing to see how he is presenting himself as an almost proud man, so confident in the wholesome innocence of his words and intentions, even when delivering the news that he was, in fact, just naked in front of a child. Such a casual delivery of such a horrific image is really something to behold.
She's naked.
Naked.
To give her attention.
So you pose naked.
You pose naked on your webcam.
I feel that this is a good moment to address the stoned Danny theory. Many people online claim that Polito is operating whilst under the influence of marijuana. The main points in favor of this argument state the constant coughing, the not taking anything too seriously, and as you can see right here, the red, glassy eyes. I tend to leave talking about substance intoxication out of my videos, as it's impossible to prove whether a person is under the influence or not. We can all speculate based on appearances, that's for sure, but without hard evidence, we'll never really know. So for most of my videos on these men, I do operate under the assumption that they are stone cold sober. Despite that, it is a bit of a chuckle going over this segment with the lens that the man is high. A lot of things do start to make a bit more sense, that's for sure.
So a 13-year-old girl could see it because you wanted to teach her a lesson.
You can say that.
Yeah, so this is like a tough love thing? No. Well, what is it exactly?
It's like I told you, just to make sure that you know she won't do stuff like that.
So you sent these, you allowed her to see these pictures of yourself. This.
Yes.
That's you. And you're, what, masturbating there?
Playing with myself.
Playing with yourself, yeah. And you knew that a 13-year-old girl was going to see those.
Yes.
And you did this just to teach her a lesson.
Polito has now been confronted with some pretty intense evidence that the situation is a cut above an angry father. Images of himself masturbating have been printed off and presented, and I find it interesting to observe his facial expressions that swiftly change throughout this moment. He goes from a relaxed state of casually explaining things. Then when the photos are brought out, his breathing increases as his eyes do not move from the images. Shame and embarrassment crop up for a split second. And then he shifts his weight, as many people do when under pressure, adjusting their physical state to ease the mental and emotional discomfort that they currently cannot escape. Danny puts a momentary focus towards a pre-existing physical ailment, which I opine could be a subconscious and brief distraction from the pressure. And then finally, he tries to sink back into casual playfulness, something that will be more difficult now than ever, as he is becoming more and more aware of what is going on. As this high-pressure moment unfolds, coming up, Hansen will now go on the attack, and he begins to present all of the things that don't make sense. It's a drastic shift in energy as Hansen transitions from curious passenger to confused driver. He will begin to read quotes from the log to further express his confusion at Danny's elaborate story. And as this happens, stress and embarrassment will wash over Polito, clearly visible to us as he squirms around in discomfort.
Well, basically, yeah.
Basically. Do you see why that's hard to believe?
I know, yeah, it is. It is.
First of all, you lied and told her you were 30.
Yeah,
And you're really 40.
I'm 40.
Right.
Exactly.
You say you're cute. You don't look 13.
That's what I said.
You ask where she is.
If she's in her room.
Yeah.
Just asking because I'm naked. Right. You ever see a naked guy before? You ever feel a blank before?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you done? Did you like it? How old was the guy? Will you give a slang for oral sex?
So you like my blank? Will you be alone? Will it be okay if I go see you? The neighbors won't say anything to your mom.
But remember, I'm 30.
You want to see my blank again? It sounds like you wanted to date her.
Not teach her a lesson about the dangers
Well,
of
you know,
I mean, I guess she would have learned about the dangers of the internet had I not been there and had she been here, huh?
Well, you gotta make it sound like that, so he can believe you.
Whilst his own words were being read out to him, I imagine that his mind has been working overtime looking for a way out, finding an opening where he can interject his defense. He claims that, well, you've got to make it sound like that so they believe you. I interpret this as him saying he needs to play the part of the predator so that the child truly learns their lesson. If I were to believe him, which I don't, then this is method acting to the extreme, and it's highly worrying because the big question is, how far would have he gone in predatory character to educate this girl on the dangers of men?
What do you do for a living, Danny?
I work in a parts department,
Where at?
and
At what company?
at school, Valley Power.
Valley Power Diesel.
And have you done this sort of thing before where you try to teach a girl a lesson?
This is the very first time.
Very first time.
I'm not gonna lie, I have friends, but they're old.
I would put good money betting that the friends he refers to here are not much older than 13, hey.
That we play and stuff.
Why even talk to somebody who you think is 13 years old, huh? You're stupid. So why don't you
I'm gonna say this straight up.
Please do, Danny. Please tell us straight up, hey. I thought the man was finished, against the ropes, done and dusted, but it seems as though he has another round in him, hey.
Well, I had a stepdaughter,
Yeah.
and she was 4 weeks separated from my wife. I have a 5-year-old kid,
Right.
and my stepdaughter, and she was, at the moment, she was 14.
It makes my skin crawl to think that this man was once in the proximity of a teenage stepdaughter.
And she was doing the same thing, playing on the internet.
Right.
And she met a guy. He wasn't old enough, but he was like 17, but she was 14 at the moment. And I swear to, I got so pissed. I even told my ex, you know what, I don't want her. She's not gonna go by the rules in the house.
The way he delivered his last strike attempt at regaining control, which one usually only sees when confronting a liar with their lies. Danny firmly talks about the rules of his house. The conviction in his tone is intended to inspire trust in his moral compass. A valiant attempt, but too bad it didn't work on Hanson, as he was having none of it, hey.
So wait. So you're telling me that you had a 14-year-old stepdaughter who met a guy on the internet to have sex?
No. She met him, just to
Right.
be friends.
To be friends.
Like-
And that upset you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're upset and you didn't want her meeting
Well,
guys
I
on the
told her,
internet.
why you gotta go
So
back?
you walk into this house to meet a 13-year-old girl. Why is that okay? Would you be okay if a grown man of 40 years old walked into your home to meet your daughter? Then why is it okay for
A defeated Danny falls back on showing that he is dealing with that physical ailment again. With no more ammunition left in the cannon of lies, all that looks to me is a twitching body of a dying predator, sinking towards the depths of consequence, whether he knows it yet or not.
you to do this?
I know, stupid. Very stupid.
So that all that stuff about teaching her a lesson and being the protector, that's a big lie then.
No, it's what I was gonna tell her too.
Why couldn't you just tell her
I don't know.
in the internet? Why couldn't you just say this is a bad idea? You're young, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
If only Danny knew Hansen prior to making this elaborate plan, hey? He wasted so much time and energy trying to teach the girl a lesson by acting the predator, when he could have easily just told the girl that this is a bad idea. I find it highly amusing that he agrees with Hansen's alternate plan here to the predatory lesson, as though it's something brilliant, like an idea that he would have never been able to think up on his own accord.
Why couldn't you just say this is a bad idea? You're young, you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, that's true.
Why not call this internet service provider and say, look, there's a girl here, she might be in danger.
It's true.
But you didn't do any of that, did you? No, you came here. Did you bring condoms with you? Are you sure?
Yeah,
You did bring condoms. And what part of the lesson?
I wasn't gonna give
What part of the lesson were you going to use?
I wasn't gonna use them. I was gonna give them to her.
You were going to give her condoms.
I said, look, you wanna do this? I said, I want your own.
If ever there was an image to identify the feeling of entitled failure, this would have to be it, hey? Polito drifts between admitting guilt and firmly defending his actions. It's one of the most bizarre shifts towards a confrontational approach that I've ever witnessed. I can only imagine that he usually gets out of trouble with one or the other. In some occasions, he agrees with his attacker, so much so that they are forced to retreat, as there is no fight in him. Yet at other times, he firmly holds his ground with such entitled conviction that the other party is forced to surrender, being unable to topple the man's wall. In this scenario though, it's as though he doesn't know which defense to take. So instead of picking one and sticking to it, he opts to clunkily drift between the two.
All right, so you just came over to tell her it's a bad idea to talk to guys on the internet, but if you're going to talk, you're going to use some condoms. Danny, it doesn't walk. It doesn't walk.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you start again and just tell me what your plan was tonight?
Just a minute.
Just to meet her. But the condoms, the sex toy.
I know. I never done this before. I mean, I have never been in problems with the police. I mean, like I said, I have a 5-year-old boy. And I hear people do that, but
But now you're one of them. How does this happen? How did you get this?
For the first time in the entire interview, we get a shimmer of truthfulness from Danny, as he admits that he was here to meet her. I read his use of the word meet as a gentle way to say that he was here with sexual intent. Up until now, Hansen has fought back on almost every story Polito has spouted, and finally, at the man's defeat, Hansen now shows kindness. It's a smart play on Chris's part. When he says, let's start over, it serves to give the predator a way out. What Chris has done is he has backed Polito into a corner where there is no way out. Then he offers the man a rope. Danny takes a hold of it, starts to climb out. Then Hansen greets Polito's vulnerability with energy to nurture it. He softly and calmly gives Danny the impression that, hey, you're doing the right thing by being honest with me. He asks Polito questions such as, what happened? How did it get to this? But the pitch of his voice goes up at the end of the questions. It's very gentle. Doing this would be with the intent to show Danny that he now speaks with a friend, and when one is honest with a friend, they will be greeted with humanity. The beast that is Chris, whom hides behind this facade, is a cold, hard killer, and no friend of Danny's. All he really wants is Polito to further bury himself with his own words. It's a brilliant little moment, a power play that we don't often see in these interviews, a gentle climax to an otherwise turbulent 10 minutes of fantastical lies.
How does this happen? How did you get this?
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. I just don't know.
It would be at this moment that Danny would be expecting the gentle vibes to continue. His mistakes and deviancy has led him to meeting this man, and now he is ready to talk about it. Maybe Danny's got a failing marriage, relationship. Maybe his life is so devoid of emotional and physical connection that he reclused to the internet to find love. Maybe he is a child predator deep down, not just a situational offender. And in this moment of vulnerability, he is now ready to have this conversation with someone. Maybe this man, his new friend, could be the one who listens to him finally, who can help him turn his life from a tragic mess to something of substance. Hansen, on the other hand, has no desire to help, as he reveals just what sort of monster's den Danny has hornily bumbled into.
You ever watch TV, Danny?
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yes.
Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators? This is one of them. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say for yourself, then obviously you're free to leave.
And that's Daniel Polito, hey. Polito's defense throughout this whole process is quite the conundrum when looked at a little closer. On one hand, he is vehemently defending his actions, claiming that he be the guardian of children, and using examples of family members and stepdaughters to back up his claims of honor. Yet on the other, he has openly admitted that things he's said and done are stupid and wrong, that he can't understand his own thought processes, and doesn't know why he is here. If both things he has said are to be believed, then we are looking at one of the most complex hero-villain stories of all time. He defends the youth of our world with a passion that burns like no other. Yet beneath the heroic exterior lies these urges, these deep dark urges that he battles, a voice that tells him to be the very evil which he has set out to destroy. It's not often we get predators with such a well-developed emotional character nuance, hey? Who would have thought that this dopey-looking, probably stoned predator held such depth? I am, of course, having a bit of fun with all of that. The man, in my opinion, is a liar. One who will take any and every opportunity he can to wiggle out of trouble. The more hot the trouble, the more extravagant he is willing to make his lie. I've watched the Danny Polito interview many times. He was one of the first people I'd ever seen caught under To Catch a Predator program that made me want to watch more. When I was a younger man in my early 20s, I had watched an episode of TCAP and didn't think much of it. I found the program difficult to absorb, painfully cringeworthy, dramatized a little too much, and delved into a side of life that I was not prepared to think about. Yet as I grew older, I'd found the raw, uncut versions of these men, and it was Danny Polito that drew me in. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but I can take a guess. And that guess would be the light-hearted tone he takes when presenting lies to Hansen of such astronomical proportions. I found it near impossible to not laugh, and for the first time in my life found myself chuckling at something I thought impossible to be humorous. As a person, I value laughter as one of the most important parts of my life, something I hold in high respects above many other things, and I wanted to explore this new laughter that I'd found. I wanted to see how deep it ran, and with that came the rabbit hole of the TCAP universe. What I found was much more than laughter, but a range of emotions that I never thought I could have to individuals I've never met. Disgust, confusion, empathy, and sadness, to name but a few. Things that had happened to friends of mine all started to make sense. Experiences that I had even had on chat rooms came together, and I looked at it from a different light. And all of this, the world of TCAP, was brought in by Mr. Polito here. So for that, I do have to thank Dateline, right? I mean, I can't thank Danny. I'd never thank anyone for embarking on this predatory life journey, but I can thank Dateline and Hansen for catching these men. I'm certain that they were trying to make money from the program, but making money and doing good don't have to be exclusively separate concepts. With the capture and publishing of men like this, I feel as though the program brought awareness to an issue that I've never really heard spoken about in any other parts of life. This is a serious issue amongst the human race. Predators will attempt to prey on children using whatever means they have at their disposal. And even though the chat rooms of TCAP times may be well outdated, the tactics are not. There are many Politos out there right now trying to catch children using an array of smartphone apps. And the more people who are aware of this dark part of the human experience, the safer our youth of the world will be.
Interesting. This could be worth something.
After the sting, Polito spent 6 months in prison and was registered as a sex offender, a status that he holds to this day. Information is difficult to dig up on the man, but I did find something rather troubling. It appears that in 2019 he was arrested for multiple counts of child molestation and spent more time in prison, being released near the end of 2020. I really don't know what to say regarding this, hey. I have no jokes or words of comfort. All I can find myself thinking is that the man is a menace, and I truly hope from the bottom of my heart no children ever find themselves around him in the future.
All right. right, we're just gonna hop right back into it. We're doing some more takedown, as you can see, appeasing the masses, making everybody happy, except for the people that can't read the word commentary in the title. Those people will never be happy. But if you really want to watch this without me talking, just go to this website, True Blue, not affiliated with me at all. I'm Kit Hansen, not Chris Hansen. Different name, different guy. You can pay him the $5 and watch these whenever you want, even on your phone, your computer. I don't know if they have an app on the TV, but you can watch them whenever you want without me. So just keep that in mind before you leave your very stupid comment. But let's just hop right into it. This is Hunter. He's very weird. We're just gonna go right into it. I skipped ahead a bit. This is another one of those ones where it's like a mom made an ad for her 15-year-old daughter, and like it's basically selling her daughter. It's very weird. I'm not a big fan of how they do these setups. A lot of sinks in this kitchen too.
Hey, Hunter. Just come over here and have a seat right over there. Take your hands out of your pockets, will you?
Keep going. Stay sharp.
Go ahead. Did you find the place okay?
Yeah.
You did. It's kind of a long driveway, isn't it? What were you thinking about when you drove up that long driveway?
It's weird.
Weird. Weird and what?
This is a big house for someone to be a prostitute in.
Selling your 15-year-old daughter.
So Chris asking the hard-hitting, years of journalism school, 20 years of experience out in the field, asking the hard-hitting questions. What did you think when you were driving up that long driveway? But no, honestly, Hunter, I'm not a big fan of anybody that appears on this show other than Boom Mike Girl, which hopefully we'll see later. She's my favorite character in this. This is the same house, so hopefully it's nighttime though, so they might have a different, maybe they have the night crew. But I'm starting to think, or not starting to think, this guy says what I've been thinking for a while now. Like, it is weird that these so-called, like, prostitutes or like 15-year-old sex workers, whatever you want to call them, are living in these beautiful mansions, on private property on like, 10 acres of land. These people aren't doing that. These girls have horses and like credit cards and shit. They're not selling themselves. Like, you're gonna go to like a fucking one-bedroom apartment is like the shittiest part of town. If this is a real set, or not set, but like a real situation. And also, it just dawned on me, I'm starting to think, do they have these, like, cups in every, they have these cups, oh, that's awesome. They have these cups in every one of these, like, stings. I'm starting to think, do they hide a microphone in it? Do they have a predator? That's my theory now, that's my working theory. Your guess.
Yeah. Thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah, but you came anyway, Hunter. Why did you do that?
Probably because I'm a bad person.
You're a bad person.
I didn't think about it.
You didn't think about it. How old are you, Hunter?
I mean, he nailed it. I'm a bad person, case closed. Grab one of Ronnie Knight's chips. Oh, we got a better look at these now. I remember in the last one there was like 2 boxes, so Ronnie got through one of them. But now we can actually see they are indeed the chip boxes. We got some barbecue Fritos there. Looks like regular Doritos or like nacho cheese. Those are Cheetos, like the curly ones. I don't know what that is. What's in the black bag? I'm not sure what those. They usually have like a sour cream and onion. Oh, those are probably maybe like the regular barbecue, like the Lay's brand. That's definitely a Lay's logo. So I'm gonna guess that's the Lay's barbecue, and that's probably the Lay's sour cream and onion right there. I've shopped at Costco. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
22.
22. And what do you do for a living?
I just graduated
From?
University of Alabama.
University of Alabama, Huntsville.
I'm working at a soil laboratory.
Soil laboratory. And what did you study?
Oh yeah, we got the Cool Ranch Doritos, of course, to close it all out. That's a good box. That's a good, like that bag, or that box is gonna last. Usually how it goes though with these, are like everybody and like the Fritos. And then you're just left with like 4 bags of plain barbecue, like regular barbecue, I guess, and sour cream, which are fine. They're fine. They're definitely like the 5th and 6th place. 6th here. They got like all kinds of snacks back here.
Confirmed. Enemy squad destroyed. Move on to the next area.
But yeah, he works with soil, which sounds like the dullest job ever. It sounds like a really bad. Or at least does eventually.
All units deployed for combat.
Yeah, you're just playing with soil. So you gotta be kind of smart to do that. This guy, it does seem kind of like dry and like very one-dimensional. Not one-dimensional, but like I don't know. He strikes me as somebody that maybe does have that personality of like just studying rocks and dirt all day, and like that keeps him happy. You know what? I gotta get late.
At the University of Alabama.
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering. That's a difficult subject to study.
Yeah.
And an impressive degree to have.
Yeah.
But you're here tonight after a sexually charged conversation with a woman who said she was going to offer up her 15-year-old daughter for sex in exchange for money.
Why would y'all bait this, though?
It's not about baiting, it's about...
It is about baiting.
Well, you made the decision to come here, Andre.
I didn't think it was going to be a 15... I didn't really care.
You didn't really care?
It was weird.
It's a bit of a red flag right there. I didn't really care. Like, he's definitely coming with some hostility to Chris, but I understand. Again, I don't understand. What he's doing is dumb. He's 22. 15 is definitely wrong. It sounds like he was trying to get the mom in the first place, which, again, that's a different argument. Should sex work be legal in this country? We can get into that during, like, maybe we can get into that debate then. Also, I just noticed the camera. Clock. But as soon as, so yeah, whatever, gray area. At the end of the day, really, honestly, I mean, obviously, it's doing already the great house. But like, as soon as the mom is wrong, first, you gotta be like, that sounds like a red flag. Look at a barn bell just ringing in his head. And maybe you can mix it in. Because it's a website, right? It's like a website. So like, if the first one doesn't work, just it's not like
Weird that she said I had to have sex with her first. That was very weird.
What was your intent? Clear it up for me.
I'm just horny.
You're just horny.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I don't agree with any of these guys. The Hunter's arguments make the most sense to me. Like, he's... This is why he has that personality. I don't want to say, like... I don't know. I guess, like... I don't want to call him autistic, because that's... I'm not here to diagnose anybody other than a sick-ass pedophile, but... I don't know. He just has that, like... I'm not going to bullshit you, man. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm feeling. I'm going to tell you exactly what the pH level is in the soil. Like, I'm not here for games, sir. I'm horny. Like, I've been playing with worms and dirt all day. And now I just need some pussy. I don't know. God, okay, let's go.
And you don't care whether it was with a 15-year-old girl or the mother or who it was. You just wanted to have sex.
Yeah.
And have you gone online to purchase sex before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever with a person who was underage?
No.
It sounded like it turned you on a little bit that the daughter was only 15.
No.
No. But you're here.
Yeah.
You saw the girl. You saw the mom.
I didn't really see the girl. I just saw the mom.
You saw the mom. And you gave her money.
Yeah. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. How much money did you get?
See, you see what I mean? Like, he's not gonna bullshit you. Like, I gave her money. It's a transaction, Chris. Like, honestly, if this dude knew anything about Chris, he would know that Chris has kind of a habit of writing checks he can't cash. So if anybody's guilty of not paying dues, Chris.
Give them up.
$200.
$200. $200 of your hard-earned money you're gonna spend on having sex with a 15-year-old girl. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. You talk about BBBJ, and you say the word pussy. What did you?
Chris is just like, and you say the word pussy, like, like he's disgusted. Oh my god! And what is a BBBJ? Like, bareback blowjob? Did I overthink that? Oh, and I want to hear that whole thing again.
Okay. You talk about BBBJ.
What is a BBBJ? I hope he explains that, because right now I'm going bareback blowjob, which is such a specific ask. If that's what you want, she has to be naked. I'm just gonna let him explain it, hopefully.
And you say the word pussy. What did you mean?
You know what? Bear blowjob.
Bear.
Oh my god. Oh wait, bear blow. Oh wait. Maybe that meant No, BBJ. I think Chris might have thrown an extra B in there. Because I think what he's saying is no condom, right? Which, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna get a blowjob, who wants a blowjob? But, like, that's not a conversation we're having right now. This might be my worst commentary yet. Let's just let BBBJ. Like, you threw in one extra B there, Chris.
Bareback blowjob.
No, he just said it. Bareback. God damn it! I gotta stop pausing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having fun. Let's just go through that one more time. I won't pause.
Bear blowjob.
Bareback blowjob, meaning no condom.
Yeah.
And you wanted to have intercourse too.
Yeah.
You asked for a.
Maybe it's me, like, maybe because I've never purchased sex, like this directly. I mean, like, yeah, you take a girl out for dinner or something or drinks, like, not that it's expected. You just go out on a date, and like, if it happens, it happens. And I guess you could consider that maybe, if you're Andrew Tate or like a piece of shit, you can consider that like paying for it, right? But maybe because I've never like going onto these websites and like tried to purchase anybody, I don't know these like bareback phrases. Because I totally took a guess. I've heard that phrase in like South Park, but I didn't realize it was like a weird, like a real thing. That like people, especially in 2024, like that was shit that I heard in like the 90s, I swear. But yeah, maybe that's why I laugh so hard, and these are just normal conversations. Like, these aren't as funny as I think they are. But like BBBJ is I mean, it's funny. Okay, we're moving on.
Selfie of the mother and the daughter showing 4 fingers. Why was that important to you?
So I wouldn't get scammed.
So you wouldn't get scammed.
I did get scammed.
Tell me about the time you got scammed.
Am I being recorded?
Yes,
right
you
now?
are being recorded right now.
Yeah, there's a fuck. I don't want to fucking do this.
Well, you're here, and you gave up any.
Yeah. Oh my god, finally a predator realizes that like that giant square in the corner in between 2 cereal boxes that has a flashing red light on it is a camera. He's like, it's a fucking, like, he knows it right as soon as he looks.
Tell me about the time you got scammed.
Am I being recorded?
Yes, you are being recorded.
And I think he realizes it too, because he probably noticed that camera way early on. But then Chris is asking questions that, like, a cop wouldn't ask. Also, Chris is in, like, a full sweatsuit right now. Not dressed like a cop. So, I think he gets it. And he's a smart dude, right? Like, book smart at least. So he's picking up right away. He's like, why would a cop ask me that? Why is there a glowing red flashing GoPro in the corner of the room? And he probably peeped out the guy standing in the wide open closet just behind him over here, also filming them.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do this.
Well, you're here, and you gave up any reasonable expectation for privacy when you walked into this house that's not yours.
It took Chris 20 years to finally know how to answer this question. He's finally giving the actual reason why they're allowed to film predators inside this house. It took Chris 20 years.
I did not consent.
You don't
to being
have to
filmed.
give your consent to be filmed.
This is entrapment.
It's not entrapment.
It is entrapment.
It's not.
This is definitely entrapment.
You're a lawyer, are you, Hunter?
No, but
It's not entrapment, trust me.
Created a false...
I've got the transcripts. You talk about...
Are you Chris Hansen?
I am Chris Hansen.
You're still doing the show?
Yes.
I didn't watch this far. I only got like this, maybe like 7 minutes in when I first watched this because he made me laugh and I knew I wanted to watch this one. Holy shit. I don't know if he's like going to go this route, but it sounds like this dude's going to be like, really, man? You've been doing this for 25 years. You haven't moved on with your life? Like, oh my god. Minus like that one little thing. What's his name? God damn it, Hunter. I keep wanting to call him Nathan for some reason. That one little thing Hunter did, you know, meeting a 15-year-old girl. Outside of that, I like Hunter's. I almost called him Nathan again. I don't know why. He kind of reminds me of Nathan Downhour a little bit, I guess. But like, Hunter makes more sense. He's clearly much more intelligent than a lot of the predators here. And this one, oh god, this one's making me feel a little weird because yeah, again, like I said earlier, if the person you're talking to is like, well, actually, I have a 15-year-old daughter, I think you'd like her more. That's so weird. That's a red flag. You can't be like, I'm just here for whatever. No, that's Hunter bad. But it seems like he wanted the older woman. I don't know. If you appear on the show, you're a bad guy. That's my stance. And yeah, when they said the 15-year-old thing, that's when you just back away. Technically, you did commit a crime. I'm pretty sure soliciting prostitution anywhere in this country, especially over phone, is illegal. But it wouldn't have been like this. I don't think he would have went to jail if he didn't like agree to meet the 15-year-old and show up. So I mean, he's got an argument. I don't know. I'm not on Hunter's side, but we'll leave it at that.
You're on it right now. Have you seen the show before?
I have.
Yeah. And what did you think when you saw the show before?
Poor fellas.
Poor fellas.
Man.
And what do you think of yourself now, being on the show?
I think my life's about to be ruined.
Oh, he's got it.
And who do you blame for that?
Me.
Okay.
Actually, you.
You blame me?
Yes.
Now, you didn't have to show up here. This is a sting operation being conducted by the Blount County Sheriff's Office, and we are embedded with the Sheriff's Office for this investigation. The decoys work for the Sheriff's Office. This is a realistic scenario, and you participated in it. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Do you have a weapon with you?
I'm in my truck.
What do you have in your truck?
Okay, hold on. So, yeah, Chris kind of gets him there. He can't really say anything. So yeah, Chris gets the upper hand. Chris is always gonna win this argument, right? So he definitely wins this. But like, I get where Hunter's coming from for the most part. Again, you wouldn't be in the situation. You shouldn't be in this situation. But I do kind of understand what he's saying a little bit. But then he drops the bomb, like, I have a weapon in my truck.
Gun.
A gun. What kind of gun do you have in your truck?
I think it's 45.
45.
He doesn't even know what weapon's in his truck. I think it's a 45.
Have anything in your pocket? Set that down right over there. Just set it on. Keep your hands out of your pocket, man. Thank you. You ask in the conversation, are you a cop or affiliated with law enforcement? Why did you ask that question?
Because I looked it up.
You looked it up where?
In our laws,
in your law.
Alabama,
Right.
and it doesn't protect.
It does not protect you, does it?
It does not.
Now, sometimes criminals think that if they ask and they're not told, that they get off. And that's
This is commonly known as the Jeff Stacy defense.
not the case, is it?
So I just hoped, but I was hoping,
You were hoping.
but that's crazy.
I'll be a light breeze. What did you mean by that?
I don't know.
Yeah, what did you mean by that? I'll be a light breeze. Chris, I feel like Chris is genuinely asking. He's like, what did you mean by that? And even he's like, I don't know. This dude kind of looks like the guy, Adam Scott, I think his name is. Hold on. If you made it this far, you don't care if I'm Googling stuff. I think it's Adam Scott. Yeah, doesn't he kind of look like this dude a little bit? But, like, this guy's better looking, I think. I mean, he's a weird looking dude too, but no, maybe this. I mean, he has better hair, Adam Scott. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Be gentle.
Be gentle.
Breeze.
Yeah. So when she said be gentle, what impression did that give you?
What do you mean?
It's a girl. It's a child.
I was thinking she's kind of a piece of shit for doing this.
Right. Why did you even get involved in it, Hunter? I mean, this would have been an easy thing.
Spur of the moment, I just
Spur of the moment.
I saw the fucking ad, and then I was like, okay. And then she said it 15, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
I guess I'll do it.
And then now
What should you have done tonight, Hunter?
probably should have just turned around when I saw this big ass house.
How about not engage in a conversation to have sex with a 15-year-old girl? How about that? Wouldn't have that been better?
Yeah,
There's no girls your age you can meet?
kind of a. I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that.
He's a weird dude. Like, he's not. He is a weird dude, but I feel like he's just like. Again, I don't think he's autistic, and I'm not saying that like to be mean. Like, I would never call somebody like that. I would never call somebody autistic to be like a jerk. Like, but I just feel like he's one of those guys that's just like very academic, very intelligent. Like, I feel like this guy is very book smart. If you gave him like a hard equation to solve, he would put his head down and start writing the formula out and eventually get you the right answer. But when you're like, hey dude, that girl is kind of laughing a lot at your jokes, I think she's into you, he wouldn't even notice. Like, I feel like he has no social, like, intelligence, no social cues at all. And that's why he's on the site. And again, that's an argument for, like, maybe prostitution should be legal in this country, but not with 15-year-olds. It should be 21-year-olds, or 18-year-olds, I guess, unfortunately. It should be legal women who are tested regularly and want to do this and are making, you know, good money. I don't know, look at, like, how Amsterdam does it. I mean, I don't know if Amsterdam does it well, to be honest. I just know they do it. But it just raises a lot of questions. But I genuinely feel like he was going to say something where, like, I'm socially awkward, or, like, I don't communicate well, you're around girls. I feel like he wanted to say something like that, but he's intelligent enough to know I'm not going to give Chris any more dirt for his interview. I don't want to be a part of this. Because I know what's going on.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do not.
Have you ever been married?
I don't know.
Do you have a kid?
No.
Family?
Yeah.
What are they going to make about all this?
My life's probably over.
You know, people get through this.
I don't think I will if this happens. Yeah.
People make mistakes.
Well, this is just. I didn't even do anything.
Well, you did when you were online setting this all up. That's where the crime is committed. You understand that, right? It's solicitation, can be construed as human trafficking, bargaining with a parent to have sex with a child.
Yeah.
It's not good, Hunter.
I know.
What do you say for yourself?
I love that. Chris is like, people get through this, and he's like, but you could also be labeled a human trafficker. Like, you could be facing 50 years in the slammer.
I guess I'm on Chris Hansen.
Is there anything else you want people to know about the situation you're in?
This is. Why do you still do this?
Because there's guys.
That's the $1 million question there, Nate. Or no, why are you calling him Nathan? Hunter. God damn it. I don't know why this guy's name is Nathan in my head. He looks like a Nathan. But yeah, that's. Why do you still do this? Is there anything else you want to ask the people or tell the people?
I guess I'm on Chris Hansen.
Is there anything else you want people to know about the situation you're in?
This is. Why do you still do this?
Because there's guys like you who still do this.
Does people still watch this?
Yeah.
Cool.
God damn it, dude. Hunter, I want to love you. Oh, god damn it, dude. That might be the funniest thing anybody's ever said to Chris. I actually can't wait for Chris to do his podcast episode on this guy, because that's... that might be the best question he's ever been asked.
We've been doing it 20 years.
Cool.
First one we did, you were, what, 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's insane. I didn't even think about that. Oh, this guy was born in like 2002? 2003? Oh man, that's insane to me. I'm just, I'm here. That's all that.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, Hunter, there's some people here who want to talk to you. They're with the sheriff's office.
Oh, we got a good shot of a boom mic girl for like just a second. I hope that's her.
Dude, they're with the sheriff's office. You don't want to hide.
I don't know why. Part of me was just hoping to fight. I know that wasn't going to happen. Okay, let's just get the rest of this. YouTube is getting arrested. I don't know if you see that. Handcuffs, cops.
You got any weapons on you? No, sir.
Oh.
Why did you...
Yeah, it's Boom My Girl, yeah! We still have to come up with a nickname for her. If you made it this far, give me some ideas for some nicknames. Somebody commented on the video with the guy that shot his dick off, where she was the best. She was the main character of that episode. We gotta come up with a good nickname for her. Look at those giant shoes. She must be really short. That's insane.
You bring the weapon with you in your car.
Okay, somebody tried to rob me. Have a seat. Oh.
And you have that gun legally? You own it?
It's my father's.
So it's registered in your father's name?
Yes.
Is it legal for you to carry that in the car?
I have a pistol permit.
You have a pistol permit?
Well, you don't need a pistol permit anymore.
Right, not in Alabama.
No.
But you have one?
Yeah.
And that gun is loaded in the car?
It
in the
is.
vehicle?
That's why would I have a gun that's not loaded?
I'm just asking.
Oh, what a great... This dude, that might be... Like, that's the face. Hold on, what's my screenshot button? I got this fucking new keyboard. I think is this. Yeah, let's just do it. Perfect. Okay. That might be my profile picture soon. That face. Oh my God, he wants to use that pistol on Chris right now. That is unbelievable. Have we ever gotten a more like articulate looking face that like really just describes the situation the Predator's in? That's fantastic. But I love this dude. Why would I have a pistol on when it's not loaded? That's a great question. If it's for his defense, why would it be unloaded? Great question. Or a great answer, I guess.
While the lieutenant processes Hunter, deputies find the loaded .45 in his truck, which makes us all shudder to think what could have happened if a 15-year-old girl and her mother were here alone. Hunter was charged with traveling to meet a child to perform a sexual act, child solicitation by computer to entice a child for immoral purposes, and human trafficking. We'll keep you posted.
All right, that is Hunter. If you made it this far, I appreciate all of you. Going to do that live stream this Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Google that if you don't live in the Eastern Time Zone or the United States, because I don't know what time that's going to be for you. Going to cover some chat logs, some bonus material, probably some Lauren stuff. Won't do any takedowns, so don't worry about that if you don't, if you're worried about missing any of that. And if you can't catch the live stream, it will be posted as a replay on my channel, so you can catch it later. But yeah, that's all I got today. Until next time. All right, we're breaking new ground here. Here we go. We're watching some takedown. Everybody does HVP or TCAP, and we'll probably do that eventually too. But let's just watch some takedown. Nobody's doing takedown. Nobody's paying for it but me. I'm the only idiot. Just flexing my money, spending the, I know, just get on with the episode. But real quick, the only reason I even have a True Blue account is because I googled True Blue promo code, and one from like 6 months ago still worked, and I got the month for $2, and I justified $2 to watch some takedown, and honestly, it kind of blows. It's I don't know, TCAP way more fun, but takedown has its moments. So we're gonna watch Cody today. I watched a little bit of this last night. And he's an idiot, just like every predator that's ever been caught on this show. So I'm gonna shut up a little bit. And if you've never watched like a To Catch a Predator style commentary video, I'm gonna pause it. I'm probably gonna talk. If you don't like it, you can spend the $2 to get True Blue yourself. Just Google True Blue promo code. Put like Reddit at the end of it. That's like the secret. If you ever want to find shit, just add Reddit to the end of any of your searches. Okay, let's just go. Let's just
Closer look. Cody, in fact, has been in prison for violence, intimidation, strangulation, and making terroristic threats. Everyone is in place.
Which is like the fucking holy, not even holy trinity, because it was like 4. What was it? It was strangulation, terroristic threats. What was all of it?
Violence, intimidation,
Violence, intimidation, strangulation, and terroristic threats. And we're just gonna breeze right by that and not even really address it, Chris. Super cool.
And making terroristic threats. Everyone is in place as Cody
Rainbow
pulls up
Six
to the sting
motherfucker.
house. And out of the darkness, he appears, headed for the front door.
Oh, so the way they do these on takedown is it's all police string. Yeah, it's all a police sting. There is no Tetrid core or perverted justice. They cut out the middleman, and it's just with the police. It's 50-50. Sometimes the police will just arrest them right away, and then Chris will come out. Sometimes Chris talks first. It's not even really 50-50. I would say they usually get arrested first more often, which is nuts, that they even talk to Chris after that. Seems, if you thought a lot of the cases got thrown out in the old series, I feel like a lot of these can't stick, but I digress. But basically, they'll post ads on, like, prostitution websites, which is, that sentence made me sound super old, on those damn prostitution websites. And they'll be like, we'll say 19 or 18 or something, but then when they text each other or email, or I don't know how they work. Did that sound convincing? Is that believable? They'll make it known. They're like, I'm actually 15, but I'm just trying to make some money. So it's like a totally different setup than how it used to be, which I think is what made TCAP so fun, was you have your Laurens and your not your Laurens, your Laurens. That sounded like the same name. I don't know. Fuck it. I've had half a beer. But you have your predators who like fall in love, and I don't know. It's just a lot funnier. This is more like sad, but I've talked so much. Let's just watch a good chunk of this without me talking. Let's see if we can go. I don't know, 30 seconds.
Decoy greets him. And it always amazes me when these alleged child predators try and be courteous.
This is clean. Can you take my boots off?
Jeans tucked into the boots.
You definitely look like the person. Yeah.
Okay.
The decoy excuses herself, and
He's
the
so
strike team
aware that he's
swoops
about to
in
get
for the
arrested.
takedown.
Put your hands up, don't move. Put your hands up.
Whoa. Stand up. Turn around. Stand up. Keep your hands up. No, sir.
Performance of the year. Whoa. Transformers shirt.
Cody is
Tall though. I mean, it might be the boots.
As he answers
they're all
questions
short
from the
cops.
task force, I wait in the shadows.
I don't know what that has to do with
taking in
anything.
every word he
Oh, look at
says.
that. Hold on. You guys ever been to a house with one of these fucking like old intercoms from like the 70s? I feel like these were big in like the 70s. They're always that like yellow, like mustardy color. And they never work. I've never been in a house. I've been in a bunch of houses that had these, but I've never been into a house that had one that worked. Unless this is like an old thermostat. But I think it's the old style intercom. I don't know. Look how serious Chris looks. Come on, Chris.
Cody might think his night is over, but
I
mine
mean, here's another question.
is
Hold on.
just beginning.
Hey, Cody. How you doing tonight? Okay.
Who is this? Who is this man? Why is there just like a fucking LSU linebacker just in the background of this Predator investigation? And it's not blurred out, so it's there purposefully? It's there on purpose? It's part of the set dressing? Who is that? Is that Chris's nephew? Just a guy Chris likes? Does he know you? What the fuck is that? Alright.
Help me to understand how you ended.
Real quick, Chris with a nice, like, he's almost got boots of his own. He's got a little heel there. I don't know. I wonder if they might shop at the same shoe store. I don't know. No, you know Chris spent way too much money on those shoes. Those boots are probably $30 Walmart cowboy boots. I don't know. And these are probably what, $1,200 loafers, something like that. What do you think, Chris? In the comments, what do you think Chris spent on those shoes? What do you think Chris spends on shoes on average? All right.
Up here tonight. What led up to this? Started with a chat online.
I matched with a girl online. I tried several times, like I know she's underage.
Right.
And I told her some of the questions that she asked. She said, you know, it was very personal, and I honestly didn't know what to say, because I honestly felt like I was getting coerced into saying some things.
Right.
And I was even told her I was uncomfortable, and I stated several times, I said, is this something, am I going to get in trouble for coming over?
Like many alleged predators
Yeah,
I've
it's
talked
so
to,
crazy
Cody
how many of these predators show up and they're like, yeah, the whole thing was weird from the fucking start. So I got in my car, filled it up with gas, got a playlist of my favorite tunes, got the air going, windows down, put my sunglasses on because it was a little sunny, drove 7 hours, and I was just here to check it all out. It's such a fucking weird, like if your spidey sense is going off, how, what is the ratio to, how horny and just desperate do you have to be for you to throw out every single one of your, just, fuck, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is, but, just to throw out all of your, inhibitions and just, you know what, even though all of this seems so weird, I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna drive. I don't know how far this guy traveled, but it's always ridiculous to me to be like, oh yeah, I saw this coming from a mile away. That's why I fucking filled up the gas tank and drove all the way over here.
He knows how this works.
Why were you so concerned about getting into trouble for coming over?
Because I know what this is.
You know what this is? And what is it, Cody?
It's called Sting.
A sting?
Yes. It's where you guys take girls and you put them on an app.
See, he seemed kind of smart, and he's not wrong, but the way that he was like, I know what this is, made it kind of seem like he knew what To Catch a Predator was, right? But I don't think he does. I think he still thinks that Chris is a cop here, and that for whatever reason, I mean, these cameramen aren't even hidden. It's not like the old show. There's just a camera guy pretty sure standing over Chris, like this camera's wiggling. Yeah, look, it just moved a little bit. Oh, wait, he's about to say it. Never mind. Never mind. Everything I just said was a lie.
Girls, you put them on an app, and they meet guys, and you try to, it's called to catch a predator.
To catch a predator.
Yes.
And you've seen these. You're not a predator.
Never mind. Just throw everything I just said out. You knew exactly what he was
I
talking
know
about.
it seems like that now.
He's a
But
fucking
you see how this
lorographer.
looks, Cole.
Yes, I understand that. It's
Find this guy in the fucking temple.
You're 30 years old.
Yes, sir. I know, I just turned 30, and
Oh, he's just turned 30. I'm about to turn 30.
I was honestly just gonna come over and cuddle. I honestly...
I was just That's always the weirdest thing, too. I don't think this... It sounds like he said he matched, so I don't think this is one of those, pornography... No, what did I say earlier? Prostitution websites. I think this is like a Tinder situation, but let's hear that one more time.
I was honestly just gonna come over and cuddle. I honestly always...
Or is this glass? Is that the design, or is his? Are his? That's English. Are his glasses taped? I want to see the other side now. Like, yeah, they look. It's a weird angle, right? Like they definitely look. Oh man! Now that I'm kind of looking at it, it kind of looks like these are sitting a little uneven. But my glasses kind of do that too a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So it might be just nose shape, but are these broken and he just did like the old school wrap tape around it? Let me see another angle of these.
I have other...
No, look, yeah, there's nothing on this side. Those are fucking broken. Oh, come on, dude. I get it. I broke my glasses once, and I was so broke. I didn't have any money. But like, I was blind. Like, you need glasses, right? And so I broke them right down the middle, right? And I hot glued them right in the center there and stuck them back together, and I wore them for an hour, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. I feel like a fucking idiot. And I got new glasses. You just make it work, dude. Like, I get it, you're a pedophile, like, it's probably hard, scrounge up some money, or, you know, you work overtime one day, or maybe you just have friends and family who are like, dude, I'll throw some money towards it. You know, you're blind. But no, he just goes for the fucking tape. I'm sorry, that just blows my fucking mind. We've been doing this for so long.
Right.
I've never even...
And so you're going to cuddle with this 15-year-old.
Oh wait! Fuck, you just said the Lauren. Oh, he never even meant to do it. Hold on.
Right.
I've never even...
And so you're going to cuddle with this 15...
What did he say? One more time. Hold on, I gotta turn my headset up. 1 second. I got a microphone I have to hold, so I only have one hand right now. Alright, I think that's off. I'm pretty sure, it sounds like he says I never even meant to do it, which is definitely 1000% what Lauren said.
People that I have intercourse with that are of age.
Right.
I've never even...
And so you were going...
I never even messaged the girl, I never even messed with the girl. You guys can probably hear it better than me. Let me turn this up one more time. And then we'll move past it. Who the fuck is this guy?
Intercourse with that are of age.
Right.
I've never even...
And so you're going to cuddle...
Did he just say I never even messed with a girl? I don't understand, because he just said that he's had intercourse. Hold on, I'm sorry, I said it was the last time. I'm rewinding one more time, and then we're going to move past it. I just want to hear this full thought.
I was honestly just gonna come over and cuddle. I honestly always bring a condom because I have other people that I have intercourse with that are of age.
Right.
I've never even...
And so you're going to cuddle with this 15...
I think he's saying I have sex with girls of age. I'm a stud. I'm an alpha. I was just holding my microphone backwards, so if you couldn't hear any of that, I'm sorry. You know, he's saying I'm a giga chad, and I fuck. Like, I get down. I've never even messed with an underage girl, I think is what he's trying to say, but it came out terribly. I can tell you who would be disappointed. This fucking guy. If this guy was in the room right now, arms crossed, he wouldn't even be sitting down. He'd be standing right behind Chris, arms crossed, just angry. Not saying anything, just looking at him. This broken fucking glasses. Okay, let's get past the 7-minute mark.
15-year-old and then to go have sex with somebody of age, so you needed the condom with you?
Always in case I do, because I do have plans. I had plans tonight
With another friend. And who's the other friend with whom you had plans? So you're gonna come over here
asshole.
And hang out with...
It's just a swear.
Yes, because she said that she was
with
some school. Yes, her name was.
So you were just gonna tutor her at school?
No, not tutor her, sir.
You're gonna counsel her, mentor her?
Yes, because I have other friends that are just friends that I don't do anything with, that I've never done anything with, that are close to me, that are friends of family.
They're like 9 out of 10, sir. They would never have sex with me.
Bullying, for instance, bullying in school. So I was honestly gonna come over here and talk to her.
Oh, he's just a good guy. He's the who said that? Lauren said that too. I'm gonna stop mentioning him though. There were so many who were just like, oh, I was just gonna come over, help her. The math tutor guy from HVP, the fucking Jeff. Fuck, what was his name? Johnny Manziel popped in my head. It's something weird. Manzi. Mike Manzi. That's his name. Johnny Manziel.
Of just wanting to talk to a child or just wanting to mentor them is what I've heard almost every time in every investigations in the 19 years of doing these sorts of stories. And it's one
And that's nuts too. Sorry. I swear, this is almost over. He honestly doesn't... No, it actually goes on for a while. Okay, we will get through this. It's going to be like an hour-long video. This fucking guy... Oh, if you can hear my cat meowing, I'm sorry. Oh, he's really meowing. Chris has been doing this for like 20 years. Like, just take a minute to like appreciate that. This shit started when I was like basically 10 years old, and he's still doing it, which is like a little sad. Like he definitely could have had a different career outcome. I know he did some shady shit back in the day. I paid for that stupid ass website he had with that asshole that was running it. But I don't know. As much as I give, I skip through all this bullshit in the beginning because I just hate Chris's talking head nonsense. But goddammit, he does deliver some quality entertainment. I know this guy's a fan. He's happy.
I never buy. So you're just a mentor.
Yes, I was coaxed into talking like that, I feel.
Coaxed into.
Now, I never buy. So you're just a mentor.
Yes, I was coaxed into.
I was coaxed into.
Talking like that, I feel.
Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the things that you shared with this person you thought was 15. And you tell me which part of this is coercion.
Looks like you've got them all, 621.
I'm big.
You there, buddy?
You'll have to lay down and relax. I'll work it in. What did you mean by that specifically?
Heading your way. Hold out till I reach you.
Dude, I can't
Like
get over
I
his
have a
broken
big
glasses.
dick.
There's the catch.
Oh, good thing you clarified.
If it happened, I'm big. I'll try to be easy.
He just keeps... See, okay. Bring it up once, man. Like, I get it. Like, if you're going to sleep with, especially an underage girl, I guess. God damn it. One of my windows is open, so this is uncomfortable. But like, if you think that you're big, which let's be honest, you just seem kind of tall. But the jeans inside the cowboy boots makes me think you're not, and the broken glasses, I don't know. But even if you are, like, mention it once, man. Come on. Or I know this is bad. I shouldn't say it. Like, send a picture, but just prove it. Like, just fucking prove it. All right. Is that bad? I'm not giving him advice. Fuck him. This guy's. I wish I was better at editing. I would make him frown at that part, make him not happy with that portion of the video.
Pain is only a little, but it'll be okay. What part of that was cool?
I asked several times before if that's what this was, and I never got a response. Nobody ever said anything. She says those don't exist.
When you asked what this was, are you talking about a sting?
Yes, sir. Because that's why I was saying those things, to try to test her.
You were
test
just
it.
testing her to make sure it was
Yes,
okay to come
because-
over and mentor her? I'm confused, Cody.
As in, I
This doesn't
wasn't.
make a lot of sense.
I know
your
it
story,
don't.
You know?
Yes, sir. What I'm trying to say is, I honestly was just gonna come over here and mentor her.
Do you see why a guy like me would not buy that story?
I understand.
That's gotta be the word. Like, I know I just harped on that for like 5 minutes, but like, I was going to mentor her. Like, by the way, I'm good down there. Like, come on, dude.
I understand that. And
If you were me, what would you think?
she asked, what else would you want to do? And I told her, I even talked to her on the phone, and I told her, I said, look, I'm not trying to get in any trouble. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want.
Why did you have to explain that your penis was so big you were going to have to work it in? And that it might hurt? Why was that necessary? Is that part of the mentoring process? Was that part of the tutoring?
It's not part of the
Well, explain that to me, Cody. Because I'm having a hard time understanding it, quite honestly.
It's okay. It's not part of the process. I was being honest, but I wasn't gonna do that. Never did I say I
Why even share that information with a 15-year-old girl? That's creepy in and of itself, don't you think? She says she's worried about getting pregnant. You explain you'll bring condoms. Well, what does that mean? How do you get pregnant from cuddling and watching?
What is that thing?
I want to see. We should see the condoms. All right, if they're not fucking magnums, which I know are bullshit anyway, but I don't know. I'm still not buying it. I don't know. We don't have an extensive photo dump like we do of some certain predators to verify these claims, and we don't have like a fucking screenshot like Lurch where it's just half the goddamn screen's pixelated and you're like, oh my god, and he doesn't even talk about it. He's just like, or actually I think he did in his chat log, I don't know. That's the other thing too. These are such scrambled thoughts, but we don't really get like the chat logs from this either. We just get like snippets. Not that I feel like these are very quick. Like if they're not here within a day or two, they just move on kind of thing too. Where like, again, certain predators I've named way too much so far this fucking inaugural video on this channel. They would spend like 30 days with some of them back in TCAT days. I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. And with this lamp, it kind of looks like an urn, so it kind of looks like this dude died. Anyway.
Watching TV, if that's really what you were going to do.
That's what we were gonna do.
That defies logic, Cody.
I know.
Do you know how many times I've heard that story?
Yes, sir.
More than 500. Now 500.
Main system activating combat mode.
And why?
Never did I say that I wanted to.
You said your penis was big and you're gonna have to work.
Okay, I have myself muted, but the fucking sock shot. Let's just get that one more time. Those did look pretty comfortable. Let's go back. Where was it? Oh no, what the fuck? Oh, this website sucks. 500. Yeah.
And why?
Never did I say that.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
You said your penis was big and
I gotta pause the recording for just a second. It'll be like nothing. Okay, alright, sorry about that. Nobody worry. Nobody worry. Mom's always just happened to call in the middle of good fucking TCAT. No, this isn't a TCAT. There's not a good nickname for Takedown either. TD with CH. Fuck. That sucked. This guy. Goddamn it. Okay.
you're gonna have to work it in.
Yeah, but
What does that mean?
I never said that I would do that with her. I even told her I didn't want to. If you go through my phone,
I understand, and your phone will be gone through. But the hard part I have in all this is why a guy like you even gets involved in the conversation with someone he knows is 15. And if you suspect that this is some sort of a sting, why show up? Why didn't you think about this on the drive over? How long was the drive over here?
19 minutes.
19 minutes. And in that 19 minutes, did you ever think, Cody,
yes, and when I got
I'm an
here,
idiot.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have myself muted again. I love to. Okay, so that solves one mystery. He didn't fill up the tank and drive halfway across the country, which, I mean, doesn't make it any better, but the specifics Like, dude, just say it took about 20 minutes or like half an hour, like 19 minutes. and then Chris, Cody, you're an idiot. Like, I know I didn't call him that, but like, hold on, one more time.
Why show up? Why didn't you think about this on the drive over? How long was the drive over here?
19 minutes.
19 minutes. And in that 19 minutes, did you ever think, Cody?
Yes, and when I got
I'm an
here,
idiot.
I was gonna, whenever I got here and I saw her and I saw, like, that it wasn't her.
When I saw she was clearly a cop, when I saw she was clearly a 31-year-old woman, that's when I knew I wasn't going to have sex with this underage girl.
And even if it was her, I was gonna tell her, like, look, I'm not comfortable.
Why did you ask if you could take off your boots then? That sounds like somebody who wants to get comfortable.
No, it's because it's respectful to take
That is a solid point by Chris. How dare you? Fucking Chris doesn't take his shoes off in any household. Like, doesn't matter if they're like Rick James's boots and that fucking Chappelle. You know what I'm talking about. God damn it, his broken glasses are actually making me really mad. Just his head, like, I don't want to judge people by the but this part's like but it's the glasses. The glasses.
It's all for that.
Is it respectful to have sex with a 15-year-old girl, which is rape, by the way?
No.
Cody tells me he actually has 2 jobs, yet he's still found time to try to meet an underage girl.
Wow, you actually have 2 jobs. Like, I feel like Chris is such a boomer.
We'll see about retrieving our secret project.
I heard a rumor that
We'll need it to go worm hunting.
$1,000 per episode by a very reliable source. And so you can only imagine what Chris was making. And just like there was that one, I forget which Predator it was, but it's a HVP sting, I think. You know, Walls in one of his commentaries points it out where the guy doesn't have a car or something, and Chris is like, you don't even have a driver's license, or like you don't even have a car, like no car. Like he's like shocked. He's like, this guy has 2 jobs. Why? Where do you find the time? Like, I don't know. Well, I mean, guys, Chris does like his podcast. He's running a whole network that, like, you know, True Blue's blowing up. I think it's on Roku TV. So, I don't know.
I've already located several
So you have 2 jobs.
that we should be able to recover data from.
Good jobs.
I'll send them on.
But tonight, you're not.
Alright, I know I just like kind of stood up for like the working class there against Chris,
and can influence digital equipment.
I feel like nobody has 2 good jobs. Like, if you're if you had a good job, never mind, let's just move on. This guy back here doesn't have 2 jobs.
Flipping burgers on the grill. You're not running a forklift. You're here.
Okay, so Chris just fucking like threw. There are probably great people that drive a forklift and flip burgers. I mean, some of them probably do molest us, let's be honest, but like there's probably some good ones out there. I don't like, you see what I mean by the classism?
After a sexually charged conversation with someone who you thought was a 15-year-old girl, what should happen to you, Cody?
I don't know. I'd like to go home, but I know that's probably not going to happen.
You'd like to go home?
Yes, sir. I knew it was wrong, and I was going to cancel whenever I got here anyways.
But why even show up? Why even take that chance?
No, I understand.
It's like, why even go?
It's to make sure that she was real. And like to tell her that this, and even if it was because she asked.
Call her on the phone, Cody. Text her. This is the problem with your story, which is everything you're telling me belies the truth of what you did. You see what I'm saying? If you thought it was a setup, why show up? If your intent was to come over here and mentor her, or tell her you weren't going to have sex with her, you could have done that over the phone or via text. If you were worried about her welfare, you could have dialed 911 and said, hey, there's a young woman home alone who wants to have sex.
I could honestly do it in person because
Why take the risk? You've been to prison, right? Yeah. You like prison? You want to go back? It's not a pleasant.
This guy thrived in prison. You could tell. Oh shit. That's okay.
Place, is it?
And that's the other thing too. Okay, I know I shit on the two jobs thing, but like again, he made terroristic threats. What was it? Violence, strangulation. Like, there's no way he has 2 good jobs. But I digress. That's we're almost through this. No, we're not. We still got like it's gonna be like an hour long.
Like the first time I've ever done anything like this. Like I've never even.
You've got a rap sheet.
Oh, where'd they cut it? They cut it. I never even I never even meant to do it.
A lot of it's violence. I know.
Violence. Terroristic threats. Intimidation. Strangulation. Do I have that right? What's a judge gonna do to you when this case comes up?
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go back to my life. I know what I did was wrong. Know what I said was wrong. I understand that. But honestly, when I got here, I was gonna.
I hope they catch him again.
Setting correction, A-OK. 95.
And he still has the same pair of glasses on this size tape.
I won't miss.
And that's just like, for the rest of his life, he just has this pair of glasses. He's slowly disintegrating. That's what I know. That's
And I know I could have texted, I could have called 911. I know that. I understand. But I honestly had no intentions of doing that.
The evidence doesn't indicate that.
I know the
evidence
text
indicates that you
messages.
were coming over here to have sex with.
I know. But the evidence, whenever I got here, I was going to cancel.
What do you
I
think?
know that.
Even it's just scribbles. Like, it looks like cursive, obviously, and that's cursive. So I'm sure he just shorthands everything cursive. But I like to think that he just comes out with this big, thick-ass notebook. He's at the meetings in the morning. That douchebag officer he's friends with.
It's all yours now,
show
buddy.
on this. He has his own show on there. In like HD. Or like one of the early ones. Anyway. I like to think they're at the meetings and they're just like scribbling. Yeah, we're gonna ask them what are you doing here? Why don't you take a seat? What's a guy? You know, he's gonna hit all the main points. Does he need notes? And back in the day, that was a chat log or the good shit, right? It doesn't have any of that. It's a notebook. It's a fucking legal.
We can't afford to lose control of the situation.
I bet that writes.
You said you didn't walk in there and
I says take true blue
say, I'm going to cancel. This is no good. You said, can I take my boots off?
Watch.
Do you want me to take
Yes, that was because that's the first thing you do when you go into someone's house. It's a respectful thing. And when I sat down.
It's crazy that a guy with like a terroristic threat on his record is like, I take my shoes off when I enter somebody's house, bro. That's just common. Like, what are you still wearing your shoes for? He's judging Chris low-key for still wearing those loafers the whole time. And then I also, as I pause it sounds like somebody just sneezed in the back.
First thing you do when you go into someone's house, it's a respectful thing. And when I sat down,
yeah, somebody or they
I was getting ready to tell her. And that's when she automatically went back there. And that's when the police told me to put my hands up. And
now he's just recapping.
Because the sheriff's office prevented you from letting it go any further.
No, I understand that, but I didn't have a chance to cancel. Like, I was going to sit in here and tell her.
What do you think?
This dude name dropped Predator earlier. He has to know this is Chris Hansen. Nobody else fucking looks like this. And why would you talk for like 20 straight minutes? I just don't understand. I'm also a little upset because I didn't realize this was so long and it's going to be way too long.
What had happened had you started cuddling and mentoring.
This is going to be way too long of a video. We'll stop pausing it. I already see the fucking comments.
And at some point,
not necessarily even cuddling, just
well, you said
watching
cuddling.
a movie. Yes, cuddling it or watching a movie. Like,
right, but that's creepy for a
watching
30-year-old man to cuddle with.
Well, he said or. All right, come on.
The 15-year-old, even if that was your intent, which I'm not believing, by the way, because of all the sex talk and penis talk in the chat, right?
Penis talk.
It doesn't make sense.
Hashtag
so
penis
what do
talk.
you say to other guys who are having chats online with girls who they believe are underage, and they're thinking about making this drive over to a house where they think a girl is home alone or a boy is home alone? What do you say to those guys?
it's a sick individual. That's not.
It's a sick individual.
Yes, sir.
But here you are, looking like a sick individual. What do you say to other men thinking about doing exactly what you did tonight?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't even think about it.
And what do you say to yourself as you sit here in this predicament?
I don't know what I was thinking. That it was inappropriate for me to talk to her. There's actually supposed to be an age, like, to even get on those apps.
But we know the kids are.
Chris's face too. That was pretty close to. Let's go back. Look, he's like.
There's actually supposed to be an age, like, to even get on those apps.
He's like, did this motherfucker just? Oh my god, he's gotta be so sick of hearing it. Cause like, one thing, Chris. His quips are either like really good, like "Hey boo," that's probably like one of my favorites, or another HVP one. He was actually HVP. Give it it's Hansen's vs Predator. Give it versus Predator. Versus doesn't matter. The Vincent one was howdy text or something like that, or he just says howdy. God damn it! Like he's good at that sometimes. Sometimes he can close it, but he's got to be so like annoyed when it's just the same shit over and over. It's like, well, why don't I use this quip? The people that like this shit are freaks, and they know everything I say. But he should just start like referencing other predators in his while he's actively taking down predators. That would be fucking sick. It'd be like when a band, like an older band. I don't have a good example, but like if the Who just dropped like a new song, just randomly in the middle of the song, just like My Generation, you know, they just dropped like one of their old hits from like 50 years ago, just like name dropped it. I don't know. This is why this video is going to be an hour long. What am I even fucking talking about?
But we know that kids get on those apps all the time.
I didn't know
That's
that.
not a defense.
No, I honestly didn't know that.
Well, Cody, I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are. I've watched you. Just on the other side of the screen.
Just on the other side of the screen. Now you're going to be on the screen with me for our predator investigations.
So this is To Catch a Predator.
This is a series called Takedown, which is the next generation of To Catch a Predator.
Oh, okay. And I actually don't get paid that well anymore. I used to know Ann Kerr.
You're on it.
Been waiting for you, Raven.
How many times have you watched my predator investigations?
He doesn't want to say it. He doesn't. You can tell. You can tell. Whenever they say To Catch a Predator, Chris is happy. He gets the ego boost. They knew why. It's like the I heard you on Open and Anthony. Like he puts the whole chat log down and talk about that shit for like 5 minutes. Like he loves it. But you can tell that like the NBC days. They gotta be bittersweet for Chris. They gotta be a little like tenuous. Is that the word? Is that humor? I don't know. They gotta be like bittersweet, right? So, like, gotta be some of the best years of his life. He's on the most popular program in the world. He's gotta be making good money. His life is take the Stone Phillips shop one day. He's gonna one date. Write his memoir, sail out to the sunset, and then it just all crashes and burns. And then he's a fucking predator guy for like the rest of his life. And I think there was a point, you know, right after HVP or maybe around that time, especially when he had his own website before True Blue. That whole era, I feel like is his like you know how like Nirvana hated playing Smells Like Teen Spirit, like that whole like I hate what I've become, fuck this, I'm gonna do it because I have to. And then he hit a point where he actually had to do it because he has to, and got rid of some ad sales in his life, that Vincent guy that ran his old website, and like started True Blue and the podcast, and like fucking, you know, the Predator Sled and Marco Sanson. Like, I don't know, but you could tell every time somebody says it to him, he doesn't say it against your Predator. He might, but like it feels like he has little resentment. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deeply into it. We are almost 40 minutes into this. That's just fucking. We're almost through.
Several times. It's just entertainment. Like, I see some of the things that horrible guys, that people do.
And now you're one of those horrible guys.
But I didn't do anything.
Well, the other guys didn't do anything either because I caught them. Just like you got caught. So you watched the shows, you questioned whether or not this was a sting operation, and you showed up anyway. One could suggest that you deserve everything you're going to get. You should have been.
I don't deserve it, sir.
You don't deserve it.
My intent was not.
Sir, there's gonna be another Transformer movie next year. I'm gonna miss it. Like, we haven't talked about that, but I've rambled.
Textual. I understand that my text messages seem different, but honestly, like, I was not going to sleep with her. She said she wanted to watch a movie. I said, can you go somewhere? Like, do you want...
What movie? Do you think it's like fucking, I don't know any of the Transformer titles, so let's just say it's one of the newer Transformers. Voltron? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big Transformers guy. What movie? I want to get to the bottom of this. Oh, I hope they say it. I don't think they're going to. They probably don't want to get sued or whatever. I don't know, but fuck, dude. What movie do you think he brought with him?
For a walk. I've never done anything like this, and I'm not a sick person. Like, I honestly didn't know how to answer whenever I was talking to her.
What was it that prevented you from just saying, I'm not going to come over? I mean, help me to understand this. This is the mystery of the Predator investigations that I've not been able to solve 19 years of doing it, which is, if you're suspicious...
You think if Chris ever gets a definitive answer, he'll stop. He'll be like, we did it. We figured it out. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain. It has to do with tap water. If we start filtering our water, we won't have any more predators. I feel like Chris isn't ever gonna, again, after that whole spiel, he needs this. He needs the predators as much as the predators don't need him. He needs the predators as much as the predators want, I guess, underage kids. I don't know. This took a turn. Let's just, goddamn it, let's just truck through this. How much do we have left? Oh, we got like a minute. Okay, alright, we're almost done. Things are sticking along if you stayed.
If you're not a bad guy, if you're not a predator, don't come over. You've seen the shows.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be on a show. You're going to be one of the guys that you made fun of for getting caught. Is there anything else you want people to know, Cody?
That I didn't intend to do anything. Honestly. I'm not a sick person. Like, I know it seems like that. I know that you've got those text messages. I know that they're inappropriate. I know that they're not right. But I didn't mean it like that. Like, I honestly wasn't gonna sleep with her.
You know, as important as I think these stories are, it breaks my heart a little bit to see a fellow your age in this situation. It really does. And I don't take this lightly when I tell you this. I don't like this one bit.
The music, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the sad piano in the background. Oh my god. And the guy your age, he's 30. Like, he needs to know by now. You should start to get, I mean, I don't know how old this is going to be. Anybody's going to listen to this. I don't know what the average age is here, but by 30, you know, you don't have to have, like, it all figured out. But, like, you should know not to do this. Like, at the very least, the last of your concerns should be running into Christmas. At any age, but by 30, like, hard to say that I ever feel bad for any of these guys, but you have like the 19-year-olds and the 20-year-olds. Like, anybody under like 21, you're like, they're still kids. Like, they're dumb. Like, they should know better. You obviously should know better. But like, you don't give them a pass. But you're like, they're young, right? But by 30, I mean, look at this fucking guy. Oh, goddamn, we're never gonna finish it.
I wasn't gonna do anything. I know I wasn't.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you very much.
And then he does something no alleged predator has ever done before.
Anything else?
No, sir.
He shakes my hand while he's in cuffs.
Because Chris has gotten handshakes before. And the fucking Opie and Anthony guy, Michael Lorenzo, something like that. He got like the fist bump, but I guess he wasn't in cuffs. I guess it's just because like these guys get arrested first, which is still the weirdest thing. Why would you sit there and talk?
Cody is taken in for booking and further questioning.
Showing up is showing up, and it's clear in the chat that there was an intent here to meet a 15-year-old girl after a sexual
and try that and
twist of events
again in a couple years.
In a dangerous and disturbing twist of events, Cody found himself in trouble with the law again. Just 15 days after showing up at Operation Intercept, Cody was arrested by the Troy, Ohio Police Department. He was found at a motel with a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, insane. I didn't actually know that part. I didn't watch this. Holy fuck. That's... What a fucking idiot. You just got caught by Chris Hansen. Holy shit. You went to it. You already have a court date, you stupid fuck. And you got out, which means you obviously made bail. So why aren't your glasses fixed?
And accused of sexual activity and even making a video with the minor. He's now being charged with 3 felonies in Troy, Ohio, endangering children, illegal use of a minor in nudity materials, and unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. He originally pleaded not guilty to the charges. However, court records show that he has a change of plea hearing scheduled for July 24th.
Alright, and that's basically that. That's insane. So I did see that the next episode is a follow-up on this guy. So I guess it's probably about what he did a week later, which is funny. But that's all I got. I don't know. Hopefully this episode stays up. I don't know if the takedown stuff is just going to get taken down immediately. Ironically, no pun intended, I guess. But yeah, we'll do some other Predators later, maybe some more takedown. Hope you enjoy.
Mission accomplished.
Is this what you're saying? It's not one thing. It's everything put together. And then your car. I have your car going to and coming back to your house before and after a robbery.
Before and after. You have my car coming to and from.
So everything that he has in that folder, is why? This is the one right there in College Park off Smith Street, OBT.
Okay.
It's your car, bud. I literally have it coming from 29th Street. Like you said earlier, cameras everywhere.
Yes.
This car, same car, leaves 29th Street at 3:39 in the morning. The store gets hit at 3:50. That is perfect. Yo, I have you going up Rio. I have you turning on Washington. I have you going up OBT.
Yes. So that means that I went to a store.
So let's look at the totality of the circumstances. Your car, same guy wearing the same clothing, and the same physical description, and everything else that we've compiled.
Okay. So you have my car.
You can even see, and the video is much better than this blurry picture I'm telling you right now. You can see the little black bar going across. And
I understand that.
And Jeffrey,
because...
and the jacked up tag. The tag.
Yes.
Look, I can...
My car, listen, just because I'm driving around the city does not mean I'm going to Smith Street. I've never even worked at that 7-Eleven before. I've never, just because I'm in the area, that doesn't mean I'm going inside 7-Eleven and robbing them.
You're right.
That does not mean
So
that.
what were you doing that night then?
I don't remember what I was doing this night, but I surely wasn't robbing a 7-Eleven.
Here's how. So as our jobs as detectives, we charge people, but we have to also prove people's innocence. Give us information and tell us that this is not you. Give us.
That's my vehicle, of course. Okay. That is my vehicle. But just because I am in this area, just because I'm in this area does not mean I am going to 7-Eleven and robbing stores. That does not mean. I have nothing against Abdul. What you mean is personal. I have nothing against Abdul. I have nothing against Abdul. Abdul never did anything to me. So I don't have any reason to go inside his store and rob him.
So why did you change the store twice?
I did not go to anybody's store and rob them. I never had a reason to rob him. Okay. He never did anything to me.
So listen to me. Both of us have been doing this for a very long time. We've been running this investigation for a very long time. Look, this is your opportunity because unfortunately, which is a good thing, you're not a very good liar. Because every time we ask you a question, you're constantly repeating that question. And that is your brain trying to formulate a response to the pictures, to the evidence that we're throwing at you. I can tell you, it's weighing on you. It's crushing you because it's all coming to fruition now. Like, excuse my French, well, that's what your brain is doing because every time something new is presented, you repeat this question that he asked.
So you're telling me because my car is driving around the city that I am going into 7-Elevens and robbing them. You said that
Jeffrey,
because go ahead.
This car, your car, right?
Yes.
You know where this is, area from?
Yes, College Park.
Right, okay. Your car was there at 3:49, okay?
My car was in this area.
Yes, it's right here. This picture is from, it's a video. This still picture from this video is at 3:49.
Yes.
What were you doing there?
I'm not even sure. I don't know. What day?
Russell's on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So today's Friday the 12th?
Yes.
Sorry, today's Friday the 14th. So 1 week and 2 days ago.
So a week and 2 days ago, I went to Smith Street. I was around College Park. I went to Smith Street to a 7-Eleven drop. Is that what you got?
But I'm giving you the opportunity to explain yourself why you were there. If you're saying you were just driving around, but you haven't done that.
Because our job at the end of the day is also, okay, if Jeffrey tells us he was doing something, our due diligence as detectives is, well, we're going to follow up on that and see if whatever you're telling us is true. Because also, all of this, we don't want you to be labeled as a liar, but with you telling us that and then we check it out and it doesn't add up, bro, the credibility goes stark down. We don't want that because we want the story and everything to come from Jeffrey. We're not trying to, do that, but we want it the truth. Just think about that. The more you lie, the hole you're digging is going to get deeper, and the more your brain is going to try and formulate to get out of it. Think of this as the opportunity. You messed up. It is what it is. Nobody got hurt. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You're tight on money. You're in a tough spot in your life right now, and all you're trying to do is get money to probably survive. Do you help with rent at the house?
No.
Do you help with anything?
Yeah.
Car payment.
What do you?
No, I don't have a car.
What do you pay for at the house? Groceries.
I pay for groceries and stuff like that. Yes.
So I can imagine, bro. This economy right now is sucks. It sucks. So I can understand.
The only thing that I can think about I was doing in this area was that I get on Mega Personals and I, look for people to go and see.
Okay.
So that's the only reason that I would be over near this area. Now, as far as going into a place and robbing it, no.
So do you have like messages or anything of the person you were trying to meet this night?
They're in my phone.
Dude, can we look at those messages?
I mean, you have my phone. I mean,
I'll bring it in here. Because I want to see the messages of who you're talking to. So we can see that.
Listen, we're not here to say.
But you, go ahead.
We're not here to say Jeffrey did these all. You're also here for your interest. You know what I mean? We're giving you the opportunity.
Okay, so basically you're telling me I'm inside of, I have no problem with that store. Happy was never did nothing to me. When I worked there for a couple of weeks, maybe a little over a month, and that was that.
Do you know how long Happy will have that store?
I don't know how long that will have that store.
So all that I asked is, which phone did you talk to somebody on that?
I use both.
Okay, so what's the phone number for this phone so we can establish that?
Yes.
Okay, and what's this phone? Which phone did you usually use to communicate with these people on?
Both.
Both? Okay. On this night, which phone do you remember using?
I don't remember which phone. I use both phones every night.
Okay. So let's start with this one. Okay?
What was the number for the plan?
I'm just going to leave it flat on the table. I'm going to ask that you don't go in and start hitting anything or anything like that. So I'm going to just direct me at any time. Tell me where to go. I'm going to go back to your messages. Do you want me to swipe up to the date? What was the date again? 5th?
October 5th.
So here's October 5th. I see 2 threads right here. One with Junior and one with, it looks like a group chat.
Yeah.
Which one would you have the communication in?
It would probably be...
Do you communicate in an app?
No, I don't.
You always use your phone?
I use my phone.
Okay.
You may have to go to the trash or whatever.
Okay, I'm just going to back out because I just wanted to investigate before they arrive. Where do I need to go?
Go press the 3 buttons on the side.
Okay.
Go to trash.
Alright.
Okay, so... It might have been...
What's the your thing? And then I'm going to scroll to October 5th. So it looks like you have 3 chats with a couple numbers. Jaden, or sorry, that was the 4th, I'm sorry. Where's that one at?
7443.
Okay. And this is from October 5th at 12:08 a.m. Okay. So now we're missing a 3-hour gap here.
I understand.
Okay. So now, like I explained to you, I want you to tell us the truth because I don't see any picture. I don't see any message of that. Okay?
Okay, so...
Do you know who that is?
That's somebody on Mega Person.
And I want to preface this. I don't want you to be concerned. We're not those kind of cops. I don't care if you're gonna throw it. We don't. I don't care. That's not why we're here. So, with that being said, I mean, now that leaves another gap. Do you see what I'm saying here?
I understand that.
Okay.
But at the same time...
Activating combat mode. So your first text message was sent Monday, September 19th. Then you sent stuff Tuesday, October 4th at night. Looks like at 11:29. You guys communicated for a little bit. And then at 12:08 a.m., I'm assuming on October 5th, judging by the way this is reading. Okay, you said sent and there's nothing else there.
Yeah, because...
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. Is that nobody answered the chat.
So, alright. So with that being said,
did they ever give you an address to go to?
No, they didn't give me an address to go to. I dealt with this person before.
So let me say, on October 5th, did you meet up with this person?
No, I went by where they were, but...
Where was
that? That's down near Rosemont area.
Rosemont.
Which is why...
It's not that.
no one got hurt. I'm not worried about anybody getting hurt. So you're saying that I went inside the store because you've seen my car in certain locations. You're telling me, and because you said that you went in my house, you read letters and stuff like that, saying that I went because I'm tight on money and stuff like that. I went inside of 7-Elevens and robbed her.
So let me ask you. You've asked me several times if I thought that was you going into that 7-Eleven. And I'm going to be specific about this College Park, okay? The answer is yes. So I'm going to ask you straight up, was that you in the 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay. So, College Park, cameras everywhere, right?
Yes.
This car passes cameras. You do a full circle, right? Remember that? It's a big U-turn? You do a full circle. There's cameras on each side of that, right? Man, we have it on all of them, man.
It's not worth digging in, man. It's not.
Right here.
And where are these letters you said you found in my house?
They're in one was in a blue notebook.
And who was this letter to?
Just on a notepad. It wasn't a certified letter to somebody. Alright, so the 7-Eleven in College Park, it's got that kind of V-shape where you...
Yeah.
One way each way, right?
Yeah.
You remember circling back around?
I went in a circle.
Okay. So you went in a circle. On the other side of that street, are you familiar with the street? It's Rio Grande.
Yeah.
It's kind of where the daycare is.
Yeah.
Okay, there's not one car that goes past that intersection, the one-way direction on Princeton, until after the robbery. Your car's the only one, and it doesn't pass that intersection until after the robbery, like 2 minutes. I'm just trying to figure.
So how does that mean? How does that mean I robbed you?
But you gotta understand.
How does that mean I robbed you? Just because.
Because then a minute later, a man wearing all black, a red mask, black gloves, walks into the store. The same mask that you're described as you purchased for Publix work, the same gloves that we find in this vehicle that's seen a minute before the robbery, and a man of your size comes walking in. Tell me, like you said, there's no other cameras, there's no other cars that get captured, but magically, this store gets robbed a minute later after your car is seen circling it, and the same person wearing an all black.
So you mean to tell me I'm the only person of this size and this height that went inside of a 7-Eleven robbery because my car was there?
It's not just your car. It's everything put together. It's like what we do is a big puzzle. So when all the puzzle pieces, I mean, you're familiar with puzzles. Once all the puzzles come together, it creates a nice picture. And what we've done is we've put all the puzzle pieces together. We've got this nice, like, I don't want to say nice, but we've got this picture of what is happening. And it's everything is out there. It's there. So there's no sense in Jeffrey running from it. This is reality. You're an adult. This is what's happening. How is mama and how is dad going to feel after all of this?
I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about you saying that I went inside the 7-Eleven on Smith Street and robbed it. And then because you've seen my car, yes, my car went in a circle. I told you what I was doing. Of course, that's something I'm trying to keep discreet. I don't want nobody to know that. And I'm telling you what I did, and you're telling me because my car was in the area that I went inside of the store and robbed it. I'm the only person who is 6 foot, 6'1", and a big guy. Were you off that night? And you said this was Wednesday?
Wednesday, October 5th. Last week.
I didn't work. I think I worked. No.
You were off.
So this is just, we know on September 12th, you walked into the Apopka Vinyl 7-Eleven, did the same thing. September 26th, you go to a store over in Altamont Springs. You then go to a store on Redbud the same night.
The Redbud.
Uh-huh. The same night.
So I went to a store on Redbud Lake Road.
This is exactly what I was telling you. You're not a good liar, unfortunately.
So I went to
You can laugh. You can.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at that. Because you told me I went inside Altamont.
You go to an Altamont store, then you go to a Seminole County store the same night. Then October 5th, the College Park one, and then what? Just 2 days ago, you go back into the one on 535, because I can see you walking down 535, I see you walk into the business, you get a couple drinks, you get a blunt wrapper.
I don't even smoke. What am I doing with a blunt wrapper? I don't even smoke. I've never smoked a day in my life.
Why were you down in the circle and driving around in that area?
The circle and driving around in what area?
By the 535 area.
The 535 area.
Why were you down there?
I was down there because I was coming down I-4. Whenever I get tired, I stop somewhere and I sleep. So that's exactly what I do. I stop somewhere and I sleep. I didn't walk inside the step. I didn't even go inside the step.
So why where did you stop?
I stopped and slept in 535.
Near the gas station at 535, do you have an intersection or business was it?
It wasn't a business, it was a side of the road.
Was it an apartment complex?
No. It wasn't an apartment complex.
So listen to how outlandish that sounds.
So a person cannot get tired.
Jeff. Come on, man.
So come on,
you just happen to be in the same area that night as well. Jeff, come on, man.
I'm what? So I can't. A person can't drive a road.
But okay, but all right. If they can't drive around, tell me what person knows how to unlock the cash register at a 7-Eleven. I can tell you, I don't. Do you?
At a 7-Eleven, there are buttons on the register to show you.
So obviously you know how to do that.
I work there. You know I know how to do this. I work there.
And you've worked at this store before.
I worked at that. All the registers are the same. They use the same POS system. All of them are the same.
So
they're all the same.
Okay. I can tell that this is definitely it's gonna come to you no matter what. Because you're so fidgety, you keep wiping your face, doing all this.
So if I say I itch.
That's my itch. That's your body. Like,
no, that's not my body. I've been itching all of my life. My skin is dry. My legs are dry. I have an itching problem. That's why I'm doing it. It's not fidgety or anything like that. But I work at 7-Eleven. Right. So of course I know how to open the register. All the POS systems at 7-Eleven are the same.
So you're in the area, resting on the road because you're tired.
Yes.
When you drive. Is that right?
Yes.
Could you explain why you were in Lake Mary, that area, the night of that robbery?
I was not in Lake Mary.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan. Lake Destiny Road, 990 Lake Destiny Road. Could you explain why you were there, in that area, I should say, on September 26th?
I don't even remember being over there.
I mean, what reasons?
September 26th.
What reasons would you have for being over there? Were you meeting somebody?
I don't even remember being in that area.
Okay. Well, you were. Just trying to figure out why. And then from there, you went to the Red Bug Lake 7-Eleven, and we're in that area. Could you explain why you were there?
I don't even remember being, and this was the same night. I don't remember being in that area.
Same morning, yeah. This was like 4 in the morning, almost 5.
I don't remember being in the area.
And when's the last time you remember being in that area? Like up in Seminole County?
The last time I remember being in Seminole County was October 6th. I had to take my CDL exam.
Okay. All right, and what about before that?
Before that was when I went to take my CDL exam in Seminole County, St. Sanford. I go to CDI in Sanford.
So I'm just trying to figure out how and why your car would be in those areas at the same time. this doesn't add up to me.
It's not only your car, it's your phone records. Your phone records put you in those areas at the time of the robbery at both locations with you walking into the store.
We know your phone number for a couple different things. One, you recently pawned some stuff and provided your phone number.
Yeah, I have a lot of phones.
So we have your phone numbers.
Of course.
We've looked into that. And the second one is one of the managers at 7-Eleven, when they were reviewing, showing the police footage, reminded them quite a bit about your size.
Yeah, because I used to work there. I used to work in that location. So just because I used to work in that location, just because I was there, now I robbed the place because I was there? Of course he's going to remember me. He hired me. I used to work there.
Do me a favor, Jeffrey. For a second, put yourself in our shoes. Put yourself in our shoes for a second. We have 5 different 7-Eleven robberies, all done by the same person, wearing the same clothing, where their car is seen, phone records are seen, yada yada yada. I'm not going to go on. But yet the person who we're told that matches the description is a previous employee. What are the odds? Like literally, what are the odds? Like if that's the case, I'm going to play the Mega Millions for $1 billion. Because this is, there's no running from it. There is zero running from it. None. This is your chance, Jeffrey, to get ahead of this. I know you don't want to go back to prison. You don't want to go back to prison. Sir, you can keep coming up with these crazy, outlandish stories about meeting people you don't remember where you are, but we know that if you,
just because I'm driving in the area.
It's not driving. Jeffrey, it's not driving. You're walking in the store.
Yeah, because your car's not in the parking lot doesn't mean you can't get in that store.
Okay. Just because I'm driving in an area.
Get over driving. We're done driving.
Okay, so now you're saying that.
Let me ask you this: was the gun real estate?
I didn't have a gun. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never owned a gun. I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying that I robbed the store. I did not rob anything. I did not rob anybody. Just because
you can yell and have all this conviction, that's only you trying to cover up your lie.
I'm not covering up anything.
So if I were to ask,
because I used to work for a guy, he's never done anything to me. I have no reason to rob.
Okay. Then why would you go back to his store and take money from his asset?
I didn't rob any, take money from any register.
Do you believe that money is owed to you?
I did not take any money.
That doesn't answer the question. Do you believe that money is owed to you?
He doesn't owe me anything because he's paid me upon the work that I did when I was there.
So when's the last time you worked at any of these stores, other than the store you were arrested at today?
Months ago.
Okay.
I never worked at the Smith Street store. I never worked at the Altamont store. And I don't, the Redbud Lake Road store is owned by his brother, but I don't remember ever working there. It was the store that I worked at the most was the one on Apopka Vineland, and then the one on Longwood Lake Mary. Okay. Those are also his stores. Those are the stores that I worked at, and the one that I'm at now. Okay. But as far as as far as Altamont, as far as Lake Mary, I've never worked at those stores.
So you don't remember if you worked at the Redbug one, though?
I don't remember if I worked at the Redbug.
How does somebody not remember if they worked at a location? I'm pretty sure I could tell you all the jobs that I've held in my life.
Well, because I know for a fact that I worked at the Pop Environment. I worked at the store that you currently got me at now. That's my home store. And I worked at the Longwood Lake Mary. Because most of the time, he had me.
So is it possible that you moved to that place?
Not that I'm aware of.
Looks like the Liberation Front is broken into institutions.
How do you get paid?
I get paid through direct deposit.
Have you made any purchases recently? Like big purchases within the last month or so?
No, just paying out pawn debts. And I bought some stuff from Amazon, but that's nothing spectacular.
You pay that cash, you pay that card or what?
I go in the store and pay, I pay with my card.
What kind of thing do you use?
I use Wells Fargo.
Do you have a bank card?
Yes. Well,
Yeah. Do you have a wallet? Or was your wallet? How many cards do you have?
one with no words.
Is it like a credit or kind of? And then
So all you said was get deposit that check.
And when I worked for Apple, you pay cash.
And your name, you have to pay cash with that, or they don't want to pay now.
No.
Okay.
What happened?
He put me back on the schedule, so I just took it for what it was. I was working every day. I was working 5 days a week at my store, and then I was working for him on the weekends. I was working every day, and sometimes I was late to the store because obviously I was tired. And then one day they just didn't put me on the schedule anymore. I tried to contact him. They didn't contact me. I took it for what it was. I went back to that's, I mean, it's life. It's nothing to, when you work for 7-Eleven before you work for franchises, you come to assume that franchises do things their own way. So
all right. So that was a very confident answer. That was a very here's the point, here's all the truth.
They didn't ask questions.
But when everything has been asked about today, tell us how the pictures I showed you is not you. Tell me how that is not you. Tell us how this is, well, you've already said that this is your car. Tell us though. Explain to us how the person that's going into this is not you.
Tell me how that is. Because of the size? Because of the size?
The location, the size, the phone records, the cars, your clothing in the car that matches the surveillance video.
What was the clothing that was in the car?
The gloves, the red mask in the back.
Okay, the gloves.
You've already explained that. We don't care where it came from. Jeffrey, you're a terrible liar. Get over it. We just want the truth. I'm just going to be blunt with you. We're having an adult conversation here. As an adult that's been through life, you realize lying doesn't get you far.
I understand.
So it's obviously not gotten you very far at this point.
Because I had a backpack, a pair of gloves, and a mask in my car. I went inside the store. I robbed somebody. I had a gun.
And see, this is your brain trying to...
No, I'm just going over all of this stuff that you're saying that I did. And then obviously, I robbed the guy. The guy never did anything to me. I never had any bad blood deals with him since working. So I went inside the store and robbed 5 stores. I went inside 5 stores and robbed. And by the way, this is me being sarcastic. This is me admitting anything.
No, I know. But don't you think that is a little bit more serious? Like, you're being accused, not only this 5 times, this potentially you could go to federal prison. Federal prison. 5 times 7 years is the minimum mandatory for a robbery to a business in the federal system. 5 times 7.
That's 35.
Yeah, that's 35 years.
I understand that.
With your record, that doesn't look good, bro. So this isn't a time to be sarcastic. This isn't a time to do any of that. This could potentially be a federal investigation. This is not dealing with the 9th Judicial Circuit. This is dealing with the Middle District of the Middle District of Florida, United States of America.
I understand that.
So this is no time to be sarcastic.
If there's no, but I'm not sitting here being sarcastic. I'm not sitting here being fun. I'm not sitting here being funny. Just because I was in this area. Just
5 different areas.
Just because
at times that 5 different robberies occurred at 5 different locations. And,
let me ask you something. Were you in the car by yourself? Was somebody with you?
Somebody was with me there. A friend of mine. Just a random.
You're gonna
girl.
have to save your butt.
It was a random girl. It was a random girl.
We better find out.
It's a random girl.
Okay. Where'd you meet her?
I met her on Orange Blossom Trail.
Okay. Did you guys happen to pull in that parking lot for a little bit?
What parking lot?
The one at the right behind the 7-Eleven.
No.
Did they care?
No, I didn't.
Because your car doesn't have an intersection for at least a few minutes. So I'm trying to figure out why it was there.
My car wasn't at that daycare.
Where was it?
My car was on the side of the road.
You're going down the street. Is it on the left side or the right side?
It's on I believe it was on the left.
So did you pick her up on the weekend that night?
Yes.
All right, where did you pick her up?
I picked her up near OBT in Columbia.
Okay. Did you know what? Was she on the corner?
She was over. When you're coming around the corner, there's a street called Haynes, and I picked her up, like right walking near that area. I was just like, hey, what's up? You know, what's going on? And she was like, hey, can I get in? Got in, we drove.
Okay, so you guys drove up OBT, right?
We drove up OBT. Before I was even in this area, I went towards the Rosemont area, stopped at a Taco Bell, got something to eat, and then came back. And that was when I was in this whole area.
Yeah. Parked on the side of the road. Yeah. What went down?
I mean, nothing really went down there because she wanted money that I didn't have.
Did she go inside of money?
No, not yet. No, nobody went inside the 7-Eleven.
So that explains why your car didn't